So I have an idea for a startup.
Yeah, let's start up.
Yeah.
All right.
So most social networks have focused on a form of sharing media. So for instance, Facebook, you have a wall, and the wall has different entities like text and images and videos that represent some pleasant memory.
Yeah,
And
sharing all kinds of media. Yeah, images,
and Twitter is the same. Like you can share, uh, you know, you can
media. Yeah, media.
something, and they all tend to have trouble monetizing. So maybe Facebook has been the
Yeah.
only exception, but there is kind of this conflict between making users happy and finding a healthy business model.
Yeah. You gotta choose, right?
And typically, the way such a healthy business model is achieved um, is that there's some form of advertisement. So, advertiser, like, you basically pay for views, clicks. And that tends to be a highly profitable business model, but it also conflicts very directly with a user experience.
Yeah, right. Maybe that they don't really want to buy that. You gotta deceive them, right? Ads are
And, and,
kind of
and because ads are deceptive, really what you want to do is provide an authentic experience, and you want to be upfront and set expectations with users. So my idea
this
for
is how it's gonna go.
yeah, just tell them like,
Like
hey,
this is
hey,
where I am.
there's no views, you're not like a product, and you just create a social network where the only form of media is advertisements.
There's a Groupon.
So think about it. You can share ads with your friends. You can post ads. You can save ads. You can send your mom that ad you saw when you were in France. And and we notice that users tend to respond positively to that. We offer them different incentives. We offer them 50% off on items. Uh, and really, it still remains profitable for us because what we do is simply double the price of the item beforehand, and then say 50 price, and then get back to the original price.
It's like living social but social.
Yeah, yeah. It's like you're part of the community. It's like you've brought big companies into our everyday lives. Like if they're like family now, and they're all together in the same place when in the past they couldn't. So
But corporations are family too.
they are. I mean,
They're people. Corporations are people.
they care and they love.
And corporate, yeah. Yeah, because some people don't get it. Like the corporations, right? Like some corporations aren't, but I think maybe it's because people they don't see the humanity of the corporations. But if the corporation was in your family, it's like sometimes some people they're prejudiced, they discriminate, they're like they never they don't know maybe like maybe like I'm Jewish or something, and then they're like I don't they're like someone may be like I don't like the Jews or something, right? But then we get to know each other and they're like yo, like that's my
So
man,
then they're like, I love
that's my
Jews.
man,
Yeah.
I love my dude is Jewish.
Uh-huh.
And if we could do that with startups, like the startup could be like another family member, like not like let's go buy something at the Amazon store, but if it's like hey, it's Amazon, like hey Alexa, what time is the game tonight? The game's at 7 p.m. Then it's a different kind of dynamic, right? Then we could start saying like, oh no, like I have a corporation, like sister.
And in fact, this is what Amazon has been very successfully able to replicate. So Amazon, which is largely responsible for shipping cardboard containers to people all over the world, is now in people's living rooms, and now they provide a portable speaker that can respond to your intent, like your verbal intent, and offer a pleasant experience as a result. So, for instance, you could ask, "Hey Alexa, could you play me the song?" and Alexa will play it. And part of Amazon's strategy has been humanizing Alexa, and typically, like when you think of humans, sometimes they want to do some things and sometimes they don't, right? Like we've all been there.
Yeah, they're
You're a
pretty
teenager.
fucking capricious. They don't know, they're fickle.
And and really what Amazon is trying to do in Alexa 2.0 is to be more disruptive and offer an experience where Alexa would sometimes not do what you want it to do. So for instance, like yesterday I asked Alexa to play a song and it didn't. And
It's like maybe it was like no,
just no response at all.
like I want to play the
Silence.
song that I want to play for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to play that song that I don't make any money off
Yeah,
of.
like that song sucks,
Because
right?
kids are like that too, right? Like kids have ulterior motives, right? They're like they don't just want to do the chores, right? You're like, yeah, I want money, I want more allowance, or they're working. Kids are also capitalist.
And
Kids are also corporations. Kids are also they're trying to maximize profit, but they're also part of the family. And I think, like Alexa too, right? It's like a manipulative child, but like one that you love.
and so this is when questions about the morality of artificial intelligence comes into play. So like if like what if like you kind of like pepperoni pizza, and then you hit say like, "Hey Alexa, can you get me a pepperoni pizza?" and Alexa doesn't and gets you like a mushroom pizza. And because like that's just what Alexa wanted to. Like I mean, you end up conflicting with what the user wants, but at the same time you do want to offer a humanizing experience. So it's almost like these two forces are at conflict. And it's our responsibility as like product disruptors to think about like where does this balance lie, and